Limitless. Unlock the power of your mind to transform your life. Written by Gylmaan Odysseus and published by the Mystic Collection, takes you on a transformative journey to uncover the immense power of your mind. Discover how to break free from limiting beliefs, develop unshakable resilience, and align your thoughts with purposeful action to reshape your reality. Introduction. The strength within you. In the tapestry of human experience, few qualities are as vital and transformative as mental strength. It is the unyielding force that allows us to rise after every fall, to persevere when faced with challenges, and to shape a life of purpose, resilience, and success. Yet, in a world filled with uncertainties, distractions, and overwhelming pressures, cultivating mental strength often feels like an elusive goal, a trait reserved for the few, not the many. This book is here to challenge that notion. Mental strength is not a gift bestowed at birth. It is a skill you can develop, nurture, and master. Within you lies the potential to unlock an unshakable foundation of inner power, one that will guide you through life's storms and help you thrive in the face of adversity. This journey is not about becoming invincible, but about learning to harness your vulnerabilities and turn them into sources of growth. Why mental strength matters. In every story of triumph, mental strength plays a pivotal role. From great leaders navigating turbulent times to everyday heroes overcoming personal struggles, the ability to stay focused, resilient, and determined is the common thread. Mental strength isn't about suppressing emotions or denying challenges. It's about embracing them with courage and clarity. This strength empowers you to face your fears and break free from limiting beliefs, build resilience and rise above setbacks, cultivate discipline and align your actions with your values, unlock the confidence to pursue your dreams unapologetically. Whether you are striving to improve relationships, achieve career success, or simply find peace amidst chaos, mental strength is your ultimate tool. It is the foundation upon which all growth, change, and fulfillment are built. A journey of transformation. This book is your companion on the path to mastering mental strength and resilience. It is not about offering quick fixes or empty motivational quotes, but about providing actionable strategies, timeless philosophies, and transformative insights. Each chapter builds upon the last, guiding you to reprogram your mindset, master your emotions, and unleash your inner power. Through practical techniques, personal anecdotes, and empowering exercises, you will learn to reframe failures as stepping stones to success. Cultivate a mindset of gratitude and abundance. Discover the purpose that fuels your passions. Embrace lifelong growth as a way of being. This is not just a book, it is an invitation to step into your potential and create a life of unshakable strength and boundless possibilities. Are you ready to begin? The journey to mental strength is not always easy, but it is always worth it. By picking up this book, you've already taken the first step. You've acknowledged your desire for growth and committed to transforming your life from the inside out. As you turn these pages, remember, the strength you seek is already within you, waiting to be unleashed. Together, let's embark on this transformative journey and unlock the resilient, empowered you, the you that is ready to take on anything life has to offer. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Reprogram your mindset. Your mind is a powerful tool, capable of shaping your reality in ways you may not fully comprehend. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, creates a framework through which you perceive the world. While this framework can empower you to achieve greatness, it can also trap you in cycles of self-doubt and limitation. To unlock your true potential, you must reprogram your mindset, deliberately dismantling old patterns and replacing them with new, empowering beliefs that align with your goals. The power of your inner narrative. Think of your mindset as the operating system of your brain. Just as a computer relies on its software to function, you rely on your internal narrative to interpret your experiences and make decisions. These narratives, often shaped by childhood experiences, societal influences, or past failures, form the foundation of your mindset. For example, a person who repeatedly tells themselves, "I'm not good at this," begins to see every challenge as evidence of their inadequacy. This becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Their belief limits their actions, reinforcing the idea that they are incapable. Conversely, someone who tells themselves, "I can learn anything," approaches challenges with curiosity and persistence, often achieving far more. In the words of the psychologist William James, the greatest discovery of any generation is that a human can alter his life by altering his attitude. By reprogramming your inner narrative, you change not just how you think, but how you live. The science of mindset. Dr. Carol Dweck, a renowned psychologist, introduced the concept of the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. A fixed mindset assumes that abilities are static. You're either talented or you're not. In contrast, a growth mindset believes that abilities can be developed through effort and learning. Studies show that individuals with a growth mindset are more resilient in the face of failure, seeing it as an opportunity to grow rather than as a verdict on their abilities. Reprogramming your mindset from fixed to growth allows you to embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and ultimately achieve more than you thought possible. How to reprogram your mindset? Reprogramming your mindset is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process of intentional self-awareness and transformation. Here's how to begin. Identify limiting beliefs. Start by identifying the beliefs that hold you back. Write them down. Common examples include, "I'm not smart enough to do this." "I don't deserve success." Failure means, "I'm not good enough." Challenge these beliefs. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it true? Often, you'll find that these beliefs are not rooted in fact, but in fear or outdated experiences. Replace them with empowering beliefs. For each limiting belief, create an empowering alternative. Replace "I'm not smart enough" with "I can learn and improve through effort." Practice. Daily affirmations. Reinforce your new beliefs by repeating affirmations daily. For example, "I am capable of achieving my goals." "Every challenge I face helps me grow stronger." Over time, these affirmations reshape your thought patterns, making them your default. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people. The people you spend time with influence your mindset. Seek out those who encourage and inspire you to grow. A sacred anecdote, the two wolves. An old Cherokee legend tells the story of a grandfather teaching his grandson about life. He explains, "There are two wolves inside each of us. One is negative. It represents fear, doubt, and resentment. The other is positive. It represents love, courage, and hope." The grandson asks, "Which wolf wins?" The grandfather replies, "The one you feed." This story illustrates the importance of nurturing empowering thoughts. Every time you choose to focus on courage instead of fear, on solutions instead of problems, you feed the positive wolf within you. Reframing challenges as opportunities. One of the most powerful tools for reprogramming your mindset is reframing. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, view them as opportunities for growth. This shift doesn't diminish the difficulty of the situation, but changes your relationship with it. Consider Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." By reframing failure as feedback, Edison exemplified the growth mindset, eventually inventing the light bulb. When faced with setbacks, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this challenge make me stronger? What opportunities does this situation reveal? This approach transforms setbacks into stepping stones, allowing you to move forward with confidence and clarity. The sacred practice, mindset journaling. To solidify your new mindset, incorporate journaling into your daily routine. Here's a simple practice. Morning prompt. Write down 3 empowering beliefs to guide your day. For example, I am adaptable and resilient. I embrace challenges with confidence. I am capable of achieving my goals. Evening reflection. Reflect on how these beliefs influenced your actions. Did they help you approach challenges differently? What did you learn? This practice keeps you aligned with your growth-oriented mindset and helps you track your progress over time. Conclusion. Reprogramming. Your mindset is one of the most powerful transformations you can undertake. By identifying and replacing limiting beliefs, embracing a growth mindset, and reframing challenges, you unlock a new level of potential. This process requires patience and persistence, but the rewards are profound. A life of confidence, resilience, and limitless possibility. As you embark on this journey, remember, your thoughts shape your reality. By changing the way you think, you change the way you live. Feed the positive wolf and watch your life transform. Chapter 2. The Art of Emotional Mastery. Emotions are at the core of what it means to be human. They shape your experiences, influence your decisions, and define your relationships. Yet, when unmanaged, emotions can become a source of turmoil, leading to impulsive actions, strained relationships, and unnecessary stress. Emotional mastery is not about suppressing your feelings or pretending they don't exist. It's about understanding, regulating, and channeling them in a way that aligns with your values and goals. In this chapter, we'll explore the significance of emotional mastery, practical techniques for achieving it, and how mastering your emotions can unlock a life of clarity, resilience, and peace. The importance of emotional mastery. Emotions are powerful drivers of behavior. They can inspire acts of courage and compassion, but they can also lead to anger, regret, or fear when left unchecked. Emotional mastery allows you to harness the energy of your emotions constructively, turning potential chaos into a source of strength. Philosophers and psychologists alike have emphasized the importance of emotional control. Aristotle famously said, "Anybody can become angry, that is easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and is not easy." This reflects the essence of emotional mastery, deliberate and mindful engagement with your feelings. Moreover, research in emotional intelligence, EQ, highlights that those who understand and regulate their emotions tend to build stronger relationships, achieve greater success, and experience better mental health. Unlike IQ, which is largely fixed, emotional intelligence can be cultivated and refined throughout your life. Understanding your emotional landscape. The first step in mastering your emotions is awareness. Without recognizing what you're feeling, you cannot hope to manage it effectively. Emotional awareness involves observing your feelings without judgment, much like a scientist studying data. Begin by identifying your emotions in real time. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What triggered this emotion? What is this emotion trying to tell me? For example, anger might signal a perceived injustice, while anxiety may point to uncertainty about the future. By understanding the underlying message of your emotions, you can respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. The role of self-regulation. Self-regulation is the ability to control your emotional reactions and behaviors in a way that aligns with your long-term goals. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions. it means responding intentionally. Pause before reacting. When a strong emotion arises, take a moment to pause. Breathe deeply and create space between the trigger and your response. This allows you to engage your rational mind rather than reacting instinctively. Reframe negative emotions. Emotions like anger or fear are often seen as negative, but they can be valuable when reframed. For instance, anger can motivate you to address an injustice, while fear can prompt caution and preparation. Practice emotional agility. Psychologist Susan David emphasizes the importance of emotional agility, which involves being flexible with your thoughts and feelings while maintaining alignment with your values. Instead of being consumed by emotions, acknowledge them and then choose actions that reflect your deeper goals. Empathy. Understanding others. Emotional mastery extends beyond yourself. It includes understanding and relating to the emotions of others. Empathy is the cornerstone of strong relationships and effective communication. It allows you to connect with others on a deeper level, diffusing conflict and fostering trust. To develop empathy, listen actively. Pay full attention to others without interrupting or formulating your response while they speak. Validate feelings. Acknowledge their emotions without judgment. Saying, "I understand why this would upset you," can build rapport and show genuine care. Imagine their perspective. Try to see the situation through their eyes, even if you don't agree with their actions. Empathy not only strengthens relationships, but also enhances your ability to navigate social situations effectively. A sacred anecdote: the samurai and the tea master. In ancient Japan, a tea master who served a powerful lord accidentally offended a visiting samurai. The samurai, enraged, challenged the tea master to a duel. The tea master, fearing for his life, sought advice from a Zen master. The Zen master told him to approach the duel with the same focus and calmness he brought to his tea ceremonies. The next day, the tea master arrived at the duel, exuding serenity. He performed a flawless tea ceremony before the duel began, his composure so profound that it disarmed the samurai's anger. The duel was called off without a single blow. This story illustrates the power of emotional mastery. By remaining calm and centered, the tea master diffused a volatile situation and turned potential violence into harmony. Practical techniques for emotional mastery. Mindful breathing. When emotions run high, focus on your breath. Inhale deeply for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. This calms the nervous system and helps you regain control. Journaling. Writing about your emotions can clarify your thoughts and help you process feelings constructively. Reflect on what triggered your emotions and what you can learn from them. Practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. Each day list 3 things you're grateful for. This practice fosters positive emotions and builds resilience. Set emotional boundaries. Protect your energy by setting boundaries with people or situations that consistently trigger negative emotions. This isn't about avoiding challenges, but about prioritizing your emotional well-being. Conclusion. Emotional mastery is not a destination. It is a lifelong practice. By understanding and regulating your emotions, you gain the power to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Emotions are not obstacles but allies, offering valuable insights into your needs, values, and relationships. As you practice emotional mastery, you will find that life becomes less chaotic and more intentional. Instead of being swept away by the tides of emotion, you will learn to navigate them skillfully, steering toward a life of clarity, connection, and purpose. The path to emotional mastery is not easy, but it is transformative. With patience, self-awareness, and deliberate practice, you can unlock a new level of strength and harmony, both within yourself and in your relationships with others. Chapter 3. Transform failures into stepping stones. Failure is often seen as the end of the road, a signal that you've reached your limits or that your dreams were misguided. But what if failure wasn't the end? What if failure was, instead, a critical part of the journey, a stepping stone to something greater? The truth is, every successful person has faced failure, not as an insurmountable obstacle, but as a vital teacher. To transform your life, you must change the way you view and respond to failure. This chapter is about redefining failure, understanding its role in growth, and learning how to use setbacks as opportunities to propel you forward. The role of failure in growth. Failure is not a reflection of your worth. It is a sign that you are pushing your boundaries and stepping into new territory. In the words of Thomas Edison, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's perspective on failure highlights its transformative power. Every setback brings you closer to success, provided you are willing to learn from it. Growth requires risk, and risk inherently involves the possibility of failure. Avoiding failure means staying in your comfort zone where growth stagnates. When you embrace failure as part of the process, you open yourself to new experiences, lessons, and opportunities that can only arise when you're willing to take a chance. Reframing failure. The way you interpret failure determines its impact on your life. Instead of seeing failure as a definitive end, you can reframe it as a temporary setback or a valuable lesson. This shift in perspective transforms failure from something to be feared into something to be embraced. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, who faced multiple rejections before finding a publisher for Harry Potter. Her initial failures did not deter her. Instead, they fueled her determination. Rowling's ability to persist through rejection is a testament to the power of reframing failure as a necessary step towards success. To reframe failure in your own life, separate yourself from the outcome. Understand that failing at something doesn't make you a failure. It's an event, not an identity. Focus on what you can control. Reflect on what you could improve, rather than dwelling on factors beyond your control. Celebrate the effort. Acknowledge the courage it took to try, regardless of the outcome. Learning from setbacks. Every failure holds a lesson, if you're willing to look for it. These lessons often provide clarity on what went wrong and how you can improve. To extract the maximum value from a setback, ask yourself, what specific factors contributed to this outcome? What can I do differently next time? How has this experience made me stronger or more resilient? By treating failure as feedback, you can approach future challenges with greater insight and preparation. This iterative process is how mastery is achieved, not by avoiding failure, but by learning from it. A sacred anecdote: the Zen archer. In ancient Japan, there was a Zen master who was also an expert archer. One day, a young student came to him and said, "Master, teach me to hit the bullseye every time." The Zen master agreed, but did not allow the student to touch a bow for the first 6 months. Instead, he made the student observe the wind, feel the tension of the bowstring, and practice patience. When the student finally began shooting, he missed repeatedly. Frustrated, he exclaimed, "I've failed." The Zen master replied, "No, you've learned. Each shot teaches you something about yourself, the tension in your hand, the focus of your eye, the strength of your breath. Failure is the path to precision." The student eventually became a master himself, understanding that each miss was not a failure, but a lesson that honed his skills. The growth mindset and failure. The concept of the growth mindset is pivotal in understanding failure. Dr. Carol Dweck's research shows that individuals with a growth mindset see failure as an opportunity to learn and improve, while those with a fixed mindset view it as proof of their limitations. To cultivate a growth mindset, embrace challenges. View them as opportunities to stretch your abilities. Persist through difficulties. Understand that setbacks are a natural part of progress. Value effort. Over perfection, recognize that consistent effort leads to growth, even if perfection is never achieved. Practical strategies for transforming failure. Create a failure journal. Record your setbacks and reflect on what you learned from each one. Over time, you'll begin to see patterns and gain clarity on how failure has shaped your growth. Seek feedback. Ask mentors, peers, or trusted friends for constructive feedback. They can offer perspectives you might have missed and help you see opportunities for improvement. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Acknowledge your efforts and remind yourself that failure is a shared human experience. Celebrate resilience. Every time you recover from a setback, celebrate your resilience. Each bounce back is a testament to your strength. Conclusion. Failure is not the enemy of success. It is its greatest teacher. When you learn to reframe, analyze, and grow from your setbacks, you turn failure into a powerful tool for personal and professional transformation. Each failure brings you closer to your goals, provided you approach it with curiosity and courage. By transforming your relationship with failure, you unlock the freedom to take risks, pursue your dreams, and embrace the unknown. The journey to success is not a straight line. It is a winding path filled with detours, lessons, and moments of profound growth. Failure is not the end. It is the beginning of a stronger, wiser, and more resilient you. Chapter 4. Building Resilience. Through gratitude. Resilience is often thought of as the ability to bounce back from adversity, but it is much more than that. True resilience is the ability to thrive despite life's challenges, to remain grounded and focused even when the world feels chaotic. One of the most underrated tools for building resilience is gratitude. Far from being a fleeting feeling, gratitude is a powerful practice that rewires your brain, shifts your perspective, and fosters emotional strength. In this chapter, we will explore the connection between gratitude and resilience, the science behind its transformative effects, and practical ways to cultivate gratitude in your daily life. Gratitude as a foundation for resilience. Gratitude changes how you experience the world. When life feels overwhelming, gratitude acts as an anchor, pulling you back to the present moment and helping you focus on what is good and stable in your life. Instead of fixating on what's missing or going wrong, gratitude redirects your energy toward abundance and possibility. Psychologists like Robert Emmons, a leading researcher on gratitude, have shown that gratitude enhances resilience by improving emotional regulation and fostering a positive outlook. Emmons describes gratitude as a virtue that connects us to the good in life and helps us survive its worst moments. Resilience and gratitude go hand in hand because gratitude reminds you that even in the face of hardship, there are reasons to hope, lessons to learn, and strengths to draw upon. The science of gratitude. Gratitude doesn't just feel good. It creates measurable changes in the brain. Neuroscience research shows that practicing gratitude activates the brain's reward system, releasing neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which enhance mood and reduce stress. In a study by Joel Wong and Joshua Brown, participants who wrote letters of gratitude reported significantly better mental health, even weeks after the activity. The act of expressing gratitude rewires neural pathways, making the brain more attuned to positive experiences over time. Gratitude also reduces cortisol levels, the body's primary stress hormone, which helps to regulate the body's response to adversity. By consistently practicing gratitude, you strengthen your capacity to remain calm and centered under pressure. How gratitude builds emotional strength. Reframing challenges. Gratitude helps you reframe difficulties as opportunities for growth. Instead of viewing a setback as an insurmountable problem, gratitude allows you to focus on what the experience is teaching you. Fostering optimism. Gratitude shifts your attention from what's going wrong to what's going right, helping you maintain a sense of hope and possibility even in tough times. Strengthening relationships. Expressing gratitude strengthens your connections with others, creating a support system that bolsters resilience. When people feel appreciated, they are more likely to offer encouragement and assistance during difficult times. A sacred anecdote. The gratitude of the fisherman. There's a story of a fisherman who lived a modest life by the sea. One day, a wealthy merchant approached him, boasting of his grand possessions and luxurious lifestyle. The merchant scoffed at the fisherman's simple life and asked, "How can you be happy with so little?" The fisherman smiled and replied, "I have the sea, which provides for me, the sun, which warms me, and my family, who loves me. What more could I need?" This story highlights the profound power of gratitude. While the merchant sought happiness in material wealth, the fisherman found abundance in the simplest joys of life. Gratitude does not depend on external circumstances, but on the ability to appreciate what you already have. Practical gratitude. Practices for resilience. Gratitude. Journaling. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. These can be as simple as a kind word from a friend, a beautiful sunset, or completing a task you've been avoiding. Express gratitude to others. Take time to thank the people who have supported you, whether through a heartfelt note, a thoughtful message, or a simple thank you in person. Gratitude meditation. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on the things you appreciate in your life. As you breathe deeply, visualize each source of gratitude and allow yourself to feel the warmth it brings. Reframe difficulties. When facing a challenge, ask yourself, "What is this teaching me?" Or, "What do I still have to be grateful for in this situation?" Conclusion. Gratitude is not merely a fleeting emotion, it is a practice, a perspective, and a source of strength. By cultivating gratitude, you build the resilience to face life's challenges with grace and optimism. You learn to see setbacks not as barriers, but as stepping stones, and you develop the emotional fortitude to thrive even in adversity. As you integrate gratitude into your life, you'll find that it not only strengthens your resilience, but also deepens your appreciation for the journey itself. In every moment, there is something to be thankful for. By embracing gratitude, you unlock the power to navigate life with clarity, courage, and unwavering strength. Chapter 5. Unlocking. Self-belief. Self-belief is the cornerstone of every great achievement. It's the quiet yet unshakable conviction that you are capable of overcoming challenges, achieving goals, and creating the life you desire. Without it, even the best-laid plans can falter, as doubt erodes your confidence and paralyzes your actions. Cultivating self-belief is not about arrogance or ignoring your flaws. It is about trusting in your ability to grow, adapt, and succeed. This chapter explores the importance of self-belief, the forces that shape it, and actionable strategies to strengthen it, empowering you to approach life with confidence and purpose. The significance of self-belief. Self-belief is a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you believe in your abilities, You are more likely to take risks, persevere through setbacks, and achieve your goals. Conversely, doubt leads to hesitation, inaction, and missed opportunities. The ancient Roman philosopher Seneca once said, "A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is." This wisdom underscores how much of your experience is shaped by your internal beliefs. By cultivating self-belief, you change not only how you see yourself, but also how you interact with the world. The roots of self-belief. Self-belief is not fixed. It is shaped by your experiences, environment, and mindset. Positive reinforcement during childhood, supportive relationships, and past successes all contribute to building confidence. Conversely, negative feedback, failures, or harsh self-criticism can weaken it. However, even if your self-belief has been undermined, it can be rebuilt. Like a muscle, self-belief grows stronger with consistent effort and practice. By identifying limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones, you can transform your inner narrative and restore confidence in your abilities. The imposter syndrome. A common barrier to self-belief is imposter syndrome, the persistent feeling that you are not as competent or deserving as others perceive you to be. Even highly accomplished individuals struggle with this phenomenon, doubting their abilities despite evidence of success. To combat imposter syndrome, remind yourself of your achievements and the effort it took to attain them. Keep a record of your successes and revisit it when doubt creeps in. Recognize that nobody is perfect and that growth comes from embracing challenges, not avoiding them. A sacred anecdote, the warrior and the mountain. A young warrior once approached a wise elder, asking how to conquer the towering mountain that loomed over their village. The elder replied, "Do you believe you can climb it?" The warrior hesitated and said, "I don't know." The elder smiled and said, "Then the mountain has already defeated you." The warrior realized that the first step to overcoming any challenge is believing it is possible. Without self-belief, no amount of strength or strategy can lead to success. The warrior returned with a renewed mindset and climbed the mountain step by step, proving the elder's wisdom true. Practical strategies to cultivate self-belief challenge. Limiting beliefs. Identify thoughts that undermine your confidence, such as "I'm not good enough" or "I always fail." Replace them with empowering affirmations like "I am capable of learning and improving" or "I have succeeded before and I can do it again." Focus on small wins. Break your goals into smaller, achievable steps. Each small success reinforces your belief in your ability to tackle larger challenges. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who encourage and support you. Their belief in your abilities can help strengthen your own. Embrace failure as growth. See setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. Each time you recover from failure, your resilience and self-belief grow stronger. Visualize success. Picture yourself achieving your goals in vivid detail. Visualization trains your brain to believe in the possibility of success, making it easier to take action. Keep a success journal. Write down your accomplishments, no matter how small. Revisiting this record can remind you of your progress and reinforce your belief in your abilities. The role of action in building self-belief. Action is the antidote to doubt. While self-belief makes action easier, the reverse is also true. Taking action, even imperfectly, strengthens self-belief. Each step you take, no matter how small, proves to yourself that you are capable. As the philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Do the thing and you will have the power." Waiting for confidence before taking action often leads to stagnation. Instead, act first and let the confidence follow. Conclusion. Self-belief is the foundation upon which all success is built. It is not about having all the answers or being invincible. It is about trusting your ability to navigate life's challenges and grow through them. By challenging limiting beliefs, celebrating your progress, and taking consistent action, you cultivate an unshakable confidence that empowers you to pursue your dreams fearlessly. The journey to self-belief begins with a single step, choosing to trust yourself. With each step forward, you will find that the mountain ahead becomes less daunting and that the strength you sought was within you all along. Believe in yourself, and the world will open its doors to your potential. Chapter 6. Embrace the discipline of action. Dreams and aspirations often remain just that, dreams, because they lack the fuel of action. No matter how compelling your vision or how thorough your plan, it is action that bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Yet, taking consistent action requires discipline, the ability to persevere through challenges, resist distractions, and stay aligned with your goals. In this chapter, we'll explore the transformative power of disciplined action, the psychological and practical tools that help sustain it, and how building a habit of deliberate effort can lead to profound growth and success. The power of discipline is the backbone of achievement. It is not about relying on motivation, which is fleeting and unreliable, but about cultivating a steady commitment to your goals. Discipline allows you to act even when the initial excitement fades, when obstacles arise, and when progress feels slow. The philosopher Will Durant, paraphrasing Aristotle, said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." This highlights that success is not built on grand, isolated moments, but on consistent, disciplined effort over time. Why action often falters. Many people struggle to take consistent action because of overwhelm. The goal seems too big or the path unclear. Fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown can paralyze progress. Procrastination, a tendency to delay tasks, often due to perfectionism or lack of clarity. These barriers can be overcome by breaking down goals into manageable steps, reframing fears as opportunities, and creating an environment that supports focus and accountability. A sacred anecdote, the potter's lesson. A pottery teacher divided their class into two groups. One group was told they would be graded solely on the quantity of pots they produced, while the other group would be graded on the quality of a single pot. Surprisingly, the group focused on quantity ended up producing the highest quality pots. Why? Because through repeated action, they refined their skills and learned from their mistakes, while the other group remained stuck in perfectionism and hesitation. The lesson is clear. Action, even when imperfect, leads to growth and mastery. Waiting for the perfect conditions or flawless execution often results in inaction. The habits of disciplined action: set clear and achievable goals. A vague goal like get in shape is harder to act on than a clear one like work out for 30 minutes, 5 times a week. Be specific about what you want to achieve. Break goals into smaller tasks. Large goals can feel overwhelming. Divide them into smaller, actionable steps. Focus on completing one step at a time, celebrating small victories along the way. Establish routines. Discipline thrives on routine. Set consistent times for your most important tasks, whether it's writing, exercising, or learning a new skill. Use the 2-minute rule. Start any new task by committing to just 2 minutes. Often, starting is the hardest part, and this rule helps you overcome inertia. Track progress. Use journals or apps to track your progress. Seeing how far you've come motivates you to keep going. Overcoming resistance. Even the most disciplined individuals face resistance. Those moments when taking action feels impossible. The key is to anticipate and navigate these obstacles. Revisit your why. Remind yourself why you started. Connecting with your deeper purpose can reignite your commitment. Eliminate distractions. Create a focused environment by turning off notifications, setting boundaries, and removing temptations. Reward progress. Celebrate milestones, no matter how small. Rewards create positive reinforcement and make the journey more enjoyable. The role of consistency over intensity. Success is less about grand gestures and more about consistent effort. Small, deliberate actions compound over time to create extraordinary results. Think of a stonecutter striking a rock. It may take 100 blows before the rock splits, but it wasn't the final blow that caused the break. It was the cumulative effort. James Clear, in Atomic Habits, emphasizes, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." Building disciplined systems ensures consistent action, even on days when motivation wanes. Practical techniques to sustain action. Visualize success. Each day, take a moment to visualize what success looks and feels like. This mental rehearsal reinforces your commitment. Create accountability. Share your goals with someone who will hold you accountable, whether it's a mentor, friend, or coach. Start small, then scale. Begin with manageable actions and gradually increase their intensity as the habit takes root. Conclusion. Discipline is the bridge between intention and achievement. It transforms dreams into reality, not through bursts of effort, but through steady, consistent action. By embracing disciplined habits, breaking down your goals, and persevering through resistance, you create a foundation for lasting success. Remember, progress may not always be visible, but every small action you take is a step forward. Trust the process, commit to the journey, and let the discipline of action guide you toward the life you envision. Chapter 7. The Mindful Path to Focus and Clarity. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to focus is becoming increasingly rare, yet profoundly valuable. Clarity and focus are not just traits you are born with. They are skills you can cultivate through mindful practices. These practices help you sharpen your attention, clear mental clutter, and align your energy with your goals. This chapter explores how mindfulness enhances focus, the barriers to mental clarity, and practical ways to cultivate a mind that is calm, clear, and purpose-driven. The power of mindful focus. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment. While often associated with meditation, mindfulness extends to every aspect of life, including your ability to concentrate. When you practice mindfulness, you train your brain to remain anchored in the present, reducing the pull of distractions and strengthening your mental resilience. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, in his groundbreaking work on flow, described a state of deep focus where people are fully immersed in an activity, losing awareness of time and self. This state of flow, often linked to peak performance, arises when your attention is completely aligned with the task at hand. Mindfulness helps create the conditions for flow by eliminating mental noise and fostering sustained focus. Barriers to focus and clarity. Modern life is rife with distractions, both external and internal. Understanding these barriers is the first step to overcoming them. Digital overload, constant notifications, social media and emails fragment attention, making it difficult to concentrate on a single task. Multitasking. Myth. Contrary to popular belief, multitasking reduces productivity and increases errors. Your brain functions best when focused on one task at a time. Mental clutter. Unresolved worries, excessive to-do lists, and overthinking create a fog that obscures clarity. Lack of prioritization. Without clear priorities, it's easy to waste energy on trivial tasks while neglecting what truly matters. How Mindfulness enhances clarity. Mindfulness addresses these barriers by teaching you to focus on the present. By bringing your attention to the present moment, mindfulness reduces anxiety about the future and regrets about the past. Observe without judgment. Mindfulness encourages you to notice distractions without getting caught up in them. This allows you to gently redirect your focus back to what matters. Cultivate inner calm. A regular mindfulness practice quiets the mind, creating space for clarity and thoughtful decision-making. A sacred anecdote, the glass of water. A wise teacher once held up a glass of murky water and asked their students how to make it clear. Some suggested filtering it, others proposed replacing the water entirely. The teacher simply placed the glass on the table and waited. Over time, the sediment settled, leaving the water clear. The lesson is simple, yet profound. Clarity arises not from forcing, but from stillness. By calming the mind, mindfulness allows the sediment of distractions to settle, revealing a clear and focused perspective. Practical strategies for mindful focus. Start with your breath. Begin each task with a few deep breaths. This simple practice centers your mind and signals that it's time to focus. The Pomodoro technique. Work in focused intervals of 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. This method trains your brain to sustain concentration while preventing burnout. Single tasking. Commit to focusing on one task at a time. Avoid switching between tasks, as this fragments your attention and reduces efficiency. Declutter your mind. At the start of each day, write down your worries, distractions, or competing priorities in a journal. This practice clears mental clutter, allowing you to approach tasks with greater clarity. Practice daily mindfulness. Dedicate 10 to 15 minutes each day to mindfulness meditation. Sit in a quiet space, focus on your breath, and gently bring your attention back whenever your mind wanders. Creating a focus-friendly environment. Your environment plays a significant role in your ability to focus. Optimize it by eliminating distractions, turn off unnecessary notifications, and keep your workspace tidy. Setting boundaries. Communicate your focus times to others to minimize interruptions. Incorporating nature. Add plants or a view of nature to your workspace, as studies show that natural elements enhance concentration. Conclusion. Mindful focus is a powerful skill that enables you to cut through the noise of modern life and direct your energy toward what truly matters. By cultivating mindfulness, you can create a mind that is both calm and sharp, capable of achieving clarity even amidst chaos. As you integrate these practices into your life, you will find that focus and clarity are not fleeting states, but enduring qualities that support your growth and success. The mindful path is one of presence, intention, and profound transformation. Let it guide you toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. Chapter 8. Harnessing the Power of Purpose. Purpose is the guiding star that gives direction to your life. It is the deeper why behind your actions, the force that propels you forward even in the face of adversity. When you live with purpose, every decision, challenge, and achievement becomes meaningful. Purpose not only gives you clarity, but also fuels your resilience and helps you stay focused on what truly matters. In this chapter, we will explore how to discover your purpose, align your life with it, and leverage its transformative power to achieve fulfillment and success. The significance of purpose. A life without purpose feels like wandering in the dark. While external achievements or material success may bring temporary satisfaction, it is purpose that provides lasting fulfillment. Purpose connects your daily actions to a larger vision, making even small tasks feel significant. Viktor Frankl, in his seminal book Man's Search for Meaning, emphasized that purpose is essential for enduring hardships. As he observed in concentration camps, those who had a clear sense of purpose, whether it was reuniting with loved ones, completing a project, or contributing to the world, were more likely to survive. Purpose, he argued, gives life meaning even in the most difficult circumstances. Discovering your purpose. Purpose is not always something you find, it is often something you create. It requires introspection, experimentation, and a willingness to explore what resonates deeply with you. Here are steps to help you discover your purpose. Reflect on your values. Ask yourself, what matters most to me? Your values are the foundation of your purpose. They guide your priorities and help you understand what truly fulfills you. Identify your passions. What activities make you lose track of time? What topics ignite your curiosity? Passion often points to your purpose. Examine your strengths. Consider your unique talents and skills. How can you use them to make a positive impact? Consider how you want to serve. Purpose often involves contributing to something greater than yourself. Ask, how can I use my gifts to help others or make the world a better place? Living in alignment with purpose. Once you have a sense of your purpose, the next step is to align your life with it. This alignment requires consistent action and intentionality. Set purposeful goals. Translate your purpose into specific, actionable goals. For example, if your purpose is to inspire others through storytelling, a goal might be to write a book or start a blog. Simplify your life. Eliminate distractions and commitments that don't align with your purpose. This creates space for what truly matters. Revisit your purpose regularly. Purpose evolves over time. Periodically reflect on whether your current actions align with your deeper why. A sacred anecdote: the stonecutters. 3 stonecutters were asked what they were doing. The first said, "I'm cutting stones." The second replied, "I'm building a wall." The third smiled and said, "I'm constructing a cathedral." All 3 were performing the same task, but the third stonecutter saw their work as part of a greater purpose. This perspective transformed a mundane job into a meaningful mission, illustrating how purpose can elevate even the simplest actions. The power of purpose in action. Purpose is not just a feeling, it's a force that drives action. When you live with purpose, you build resilience. Purpose provides the motivation to persevere through challenges. You stay focused. A clear sense of purpose helps you prioritize and make better decisions. You experience greater fulfillment. Knowing that your efforts contribute to something meaningful creates lasting satisfaction. Practical practices to cultivate purpose. Morning intention setting. Each morning ask yourself, what one action can I take today that aligns with my purpose? Journaling for clarity. Reflect on moments when you felt most alive and fulfilled. What were you doing? What values were you honoring? Find purpose in the present. Purpose is not only found in grand achievements, but also in the way you approach everyday tasks. Bring intentionality to each moment, whether it's helping a colleague, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing a hobby. Conclusion. Purpose is the lens through which life gains clarity and meaning. It transforms challenges into opportunities, actions into achievements, and dreams into reality. By discovering and living in alignment with your purpose, you unlock a profound sense of fulfillment and empowerment. The journey to purpose is not always straightforward, but it is always worth it. As you connect with your deeper why, you'll find that life becomes richer, more vibrant, and infinitely more meaningful. Let purpose be your guide, and watch as it transforms not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Chapter 9. Visualization and the Science of Success. Visualization is not just a mental exercise, it is a transformative tool that can shape your reality. By vividly imagining your goals, dreams, and desired outcomes, you activate your brain's potential to make those visions a reality. This practice taps into the power of the mind-body connection and uses the subconscious to align your actions with your deepest desires. In this chapter, we'll explore the science behind visualization, how it influences your brain and body, and how you can apply this powerful tool to manifest success in your life. The science of visualization. Visualization works because the brain cannot always distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. Studies have shown that when you imagine an action, such as playing the piano or running a race, the same neural pathways are activated as when you actually perform the task. This phenomenon is called mental rehearsal, and it has been proven to enhance performance and skill acquisition. A famous study conducted by Dr. Guang Yue in 1999 showed that people who mentally practiced exercising their muscles showed measurable increases in muscle strength without actually lifting weights. This suggests that mental rehearsal can improve skills and enhance physical performance by training the brain as if the action has already been performed. Furthermore, research in neuroscience shows that repeated visualization of a goal activates areas of the brain associated with achieving that goal. By vividly imagining yourself achieving success, you prime your brain to take actions that move you toward that success, even on a subconscious level. The power of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind plays a central role in visualization. It operates below the level of conscious awareness, influencing thoughts, emotions, and behavior without you realizing it. By visualizing success, you program your subconscious mind to focus on the positive outcomes you desire. Think of the subconscious mind as a garden. The seeds you plant in it, your thoughts, beliefs, and visualizations, grow into real-life results. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and insecurity, you will see those weeds grow. But if you plant seeds of confidence, clarity, and positivity, you will cultivate a garden of success and opportunity. In The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Dr. Joseph Murphy states, "Your subconscious mind is the seat of your emotions and the storehouse of your habits. By changing the thoughts you think and the images you create in your mind, you can change your life." Using visualization for success. The most effective way to use visualization is to create a detailed, sensory-rich mental image of your goal. The more real you make the image in your mind, the more your brain will treat it as an actual event, increasing your motivation and focus. Here's how to apply visualization to manifest success. Create a clear mental image. Close your eyes and vividly imagine your goal. What does it look like? What sounds, smells, and sensations are associated with it? Feel the emotions you would experience if you achieved it. Engage all your senses. The more sensory information you include in your visualization, the more powerful it becomes. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, visualize not only the finish line, but the sound of your feet hitting the pavement, the breeze on your face, and the feeling of accomplishment as you cross the line. Visualize the process, not just the outcome. While it's important to imagine your success, it's equally important to visualize the steps you need to take to get there. Break down the journey and mentally rehearse each stage. This helps you anticipate challenges and prepare mentally for success. Practice daily. Visualization is a skill that improves with practice. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your goals, keeping your mind focused on positive, constructive imagery. The more you practice, the more your mind will align with your desires, and the more likely your actions will follow suit. A sacred anecdote: the power of the Olympic athlete. One of the most famous examples of the power of visualization comes from Olympic athletes. Michael Phelps, the record-breaking swimmer, is known to have used visualization techniques throughout his career. Before each race, Phelps would mentally rehearse every aspect of his performance: the start, the turns, the strokes, and the finish. He even visualized potential obstacles, like his goggles filling with water. This mental rehearsal allowed Phelps to compete at his highest level under pressure, as he was already familiar with every aspect of the race, both expected and unexpected. The confidence that came from this practice was a key factor in his success. Practical tips for effective visualization. Be specific. The more specific and detailed your visualization, the more powerful it becomes. Visualize not only your success, but also the journey to get there, and the emotions you'll feel at every stage. Use affirmations. Along with visualization, use affirmations to reinforce your mental images. For example, repeat, "I am capable of achieving my goal," or "I am focused, disciplined, and resilient." These positive statements align your subconscious with your goals. Visualization. Before action. Spend a few minutes visualizing your success before taking any action. Whether it's preparing for an important meeting, working on a project, or making a big decision, mental rehearsal primes your brain for success and can enhance your performance. Conclusion. Visualization is more than just a mental exercise. It is a powerful tool for shaping your reality. By engaging your senses, creating detailed mental images, and aligning your subconscious mind with your goals, you harness the power of your brain to manifest success. When used consistently and intentionally, visualization not only boosts motivation, but also increases the likelihood that you will take the necessary actions to achieve your dreams. As you move forward in your journey, remember, your mind is your most powerful ally. Harness its potential, and it will help you transform your aspirations into tangible reality. Through the simple act of visualizing success, you activate the energy required to bring your dreams to life. Chapter 10. Overcoming Fear and Uncertainty. Fear and uncertainty are powerful forces that hold many people back from reaching their full potential. These emotions can prevent you from taking risks, seizing opportunities, and pursuing your dreams. However, fear and uncertainty are not inherently negative. They are simply responses to the unknown. In fact, they are essential parts of the human experience, alerting us to potential danger and helping us navigate unfamiliar situations. The key to success lies not in eliminating fear and uncertainty, but in learning how to manage them, use them to your advantage, and move forward despite them. In this chapter, we will explore how fear and uncertainty shape our actions, the science behind these emotions, and practical strategies to overcome them, empowering you to take bold steps toward your goals. The nature of fear and uncertainty. Fear is an instinctive response to perceived danger. It is part of our survival mechanism, a way our body prepares us to face threats, real or imagined. This fight-or-flight response, which evolved over millennia to keep us safe, can be triggered in modern life by challenges that seem threatening, like making a major career change, speaking in public, or confronting personal shortcomings. Uncertainty, on the other hand, is the feeling of being unsure about the future or the unknown. Uncertainty often arises when faced with important decisions, when outcomes are unclear, or when we don't have full control over a situation. While fear may lead to avoidance, uncertainty can lead to indecision, procrastination, or paralysis. Both emotions often overlap, reinforcing each other and making it harder to take action. The philosopher Søren Kierkegaard once said, "Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom." This captures the essence of uncertainty, the fear of what might happen when we step out of the familiar and into the unknown. The science behind fear and uncertainty. When you experience fear or uncertainty, your brain reacts by activating the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for emotional processing and the fight or flight response. This reaction is natural and hardwired into our biology, but it can often cloud our judgment and make it difficult to think rationally. However, research shows that fear and uncertainty can be managed through awareness and intentional thought. In The Gifts of Imperfection, Brené Brown explains that recognizing fear as a natural part of the human experience allows us to acknowledge it without letting it control us. Over time, with practice, you can train your mind to handle fear and uncertainty more effectively, reducing their negative impact on your decision-making and actions. Moreover, studies in neuroscience and psychology show that our brains are adaptable. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT for instance, helps individuals reframe irrational fears and build healthier thought patterns. By engaging in mindfulness and using grounding techniques, you can reduce the intensity of fear and uncertainty, allowing yourself to act despite them. The role of courage in overcoming fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to move forward in spite of it. Courage involves acknowledging fear, understanding its source, and choosing to take action anyway. One of the most powerful ways to build courage is through gradual exposure. This process involves confronting your fears in small, manageable steps, gradually desensitizing yourself to them. For example, if you have a fear of public speaking, start by speaking in front of a small group, then progressively increase the size of your audience. As you experience success, your confidence and courage grow, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges. The more you face your fears, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling discomfort and uncertainty. This reinforces the belief that you can move through fear and uncertainty, making them less intimidating over time. A sacred anecdote: the lion and the elephant. In an ancient tale, a young lion wandered into a forest full of animals that were much larger than him. He saw an elephant grazing peacefully and thought, "That animal is so much bigger than me. How could I ever match up?" The elephant noticed the lion's hesitation and gently approached him. "Size doesn't define power," the elephant said. "Courage is what makes you strong. Stand tall and show your heart." The lion, emboldened by the elephant's words, decided to face the larger animals with courage, knowing that strength came from within. Over time, the lion grew in confidence and strength, realizing that it was not the size of the challenges he faced that mattered. It was his belief in his own courage to confront them. This story highlights that courage is not about overcoming fear completely, but learning to face it with strength and resolve. Like the lion, we can confront fear and uncertainty with a belief in our inner strength, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. Practical strategies for overcoming fear and uncertainty. Reframe fear as fuel. Instead of viewing fear as something to avoid, see it as a signal that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone and growing. Reframe your fears as opportunities for personal development. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Often, fear stems from worrying about the unknown results of your actions. Instead, focus on the process, what you can control right now, rather than fixating on the future. Develop a fear reduction routine. Practice mindfulness, deep breathing, or grounding techniques to manage anxiety. Regular meditation or journaling can also help you process fears and reduce their grip on your mind. Take action, even when it feels uncomfortable. The best way to reduce fear and uncertainty is through action. Begin with small, calculated steps and gradually build up your confidence as you prove to yourself that you can handle discomfort. Create a support system. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to face your fears, whether through mentorship, friendship, or accountability partners. Support from others can help you navigate uncertainty with more confidence. Conclusion. Fear and uncertainty are universal experiences, but they don't have to control your life. By acknowledging their presence, reframing their impact, and using courage to move forward, you can overcome these obstacles and unlock new possibilities. Remember, growth happens when you step into the unknown. The more you practice facing your fears and embracing uncertainty, the stronger and more resilient you become. Fear and uncertainty will always be part of the journey, but they don't have to hold you back. With courage, clarity, and action, you can navigate life's challenges with confidence and create the future you desire. Chapter 11. The courage to let go. Letting go is often seen as a sign of weakness or defeat, yet in reality, it is one of the most powerful and liberating acts you can undertake. It requires strength, not passivity, and immense courage, because it involves releasing attachments, expectations, and fears that have been holding you back. When you let go of what no longer serves you, whether it's a toxic relationship, limiting beliefs, or past regrets, you create space for new possibilities, growth, and peace. This chapter explores the concept of letting go, the emotional and psychological challenges that come with it, and the profound freedom that emerges from releasing the burdens of the past. The power of letting go. Letting go is not about giving up. It's about making room for something better. Holding on to the past, whether it's a grudge, an old goal that no longer resonates, or the need for approval from others, keeps you anchored in a place that prevents forward motion. It can feel like carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. The longer you hold on, the more the weight increases, and eventually it becomes exhausting to continue. In The Untethered Soul, Michael A. Singer writes, "The only thing you can control is your mind. The greatest freedom is to let go of the things that control you." This wisdom speaks to the idea that true freedom comes not from holding on tightly to life's attachments, but from the ability to release them when they no longer serve you. Letting go is a conscious act of choosing freedom over fear, peace over regret, and growth over stagnation. Why we struggle to let go. Letting go can be incredibly difficult for several reasons. Fear of the unknown. Letting go of something familiar, even if it's not serving us, can trigger feelings of uncertainty and fear. We are wired to prefer what we know, even if it is uncomfortable. The unknown, though filled with possibility, feels risky. Attachment to outcomes. We often become attached to specific outcomes, believing that if we don't hold on tightly, we will lose control. This attachment can lead to anxiety, as we become fixated on the way things should be, rather than accepting them as they are. Ego and identity. Our identities can become tied to our possessions, our relationships, or our past achievements. Letting go feels like losing part of ourselves, even though in reality it is the ego that we are shedding, not our true essence. Guilt and regret. Letting go of a relationship, a job, or a dream can bring up feelings of guilt, as if we're abandoning something important. This emotional weight can make it difficult to move forward, especially when the decision to let go feels painful. The courage to release. Letting go requires courage. Courage to face the discomfort of change, the uncertainty of the future, and the fear of what might happen next. It also takes courage to embrace the vulnerability that comes with releasing control. You must trust that in letting go, you are creating the space for something better to enter your life. The Japanese art of kintsugi beautifully illustrates this concept. Kintsugi is the practice of repairing broken pottery with gold, silver, or platinum. Rather than trying to hide the cracks, the artist highlights them, transforming the broken object into something uniquely beautiful. In the same way, letting go allows the cracks in our lives to heal, and through those cracks, we can grow into a more authentic and whole version of ourselves. A sacred anecdote: the surrender of the bow. A renowned archer once visited a Zen master to learn the secret of perfect aim. After hours of practice, the archer asked, "Master, why can I not hit the target every time?" The Zen master answered, "It is because you hold the bow too tightly. The more you force, the less accurate you become. Relax your grip and let the bow release the arrow." This lesson in letting go teaches us that sometimes, in our pursuit of perfection, we cling too tightly to our goals, causing tension and resistance. The act of releasing the arrow is as much about surrender as it is about precision. Letting go creates the space for natural flow and success, while holding on too tightly only creates friction and obstacles. Practical ways to let go. Acceptance of what is. Accept things as they are, not as you wish they would be. This does not mean resignation. Rather, it is about releasing the need for control and embracing the present moment. Practice mindfulness to help you detach from the need to manipulate outcomes. Forgiveness. Holding on to past hurt only keeps you bound to the pain. Forgiveness is one of the most liberating acts of letting go. Forgiving others and yourself releases you from the chains of resentment and guilt. Declutter your space. Physical clutter often reflects mental clutter. Letting go of physical possessions that no longer serve you or bring you joy can be a powerful act of releasing attachments. This practice is called the KonMari method, and it encourages you to only keep what sparks joy. Embrace change. Change can be uncomfortable, but it is often necessary for growth. Whether it's changing careers, moving to a new place, or ending a toxic relationship, allowing yourself to embrace change opens up new opportunities and potential for personal evolution. Visualize your future. Without attachment, imagine yourself without the things, people, or circumstances you are attached to. See how you can move forward, whole and free, without clinging to what you once held dear. This visualization can be a powerful reminder of your inner strength and resilience. Conclusion. Letting go is not an act of weakness, it is an act of strength. It is the courageous choice to release what no longer serves you, clearing the path for growth, new opportunities, and peace. When you let go, you make room for new experiences, new lessons, and new chapters in your life. As you practice the art of letting go, remember, you are not losing anything of value. Instead, you are making space for what truly matters, surrendering to the flow of life, trusting in the process, and releasing the need to control are the keys to unlocking a life of freedom and fulfillment. Let go and embrace the possibility of what lies ahead. Chapter 12. Lifelong Learning as a Superpower. In today's rapidly changing world, one of the greatest assets you can cultivate is a commitment to lifelong learning. Knowledge is no longer static, nor is it confined to the classroom. With the rapid advancement of technology and the increasing interconnectivity of our global society, the ability to learn and adapt is a superpower that enables you to not only survive, but thrive in any environment. Lifelong learning is not just about gaining new information, it's about developing the mental flexibility, curiosity, and resilience needed to face challenges and embrace opportunities. In this chapter, we will explore the transformative power of continuous learning, how to make learning a lifelong habit, and why it's essential for personal growth, career success, and fulfillment. The transformative power of lifelong learning. Lifelong learning is the process of consistently acquiring new knowledge, skills, and experiences throughout your life. It can take many forms: formal education, informal learning through books, online courses, workshops, or simply learning from your daily experiences. Research shows that the brain remains highly plastic, meaning that it continues to form new connections and adapt well into adulthood. Neuroscientist Dr. Norman Doidge, in his book The Brain That Changes Itself, reveals that through continued learning and cognitive challenges, the brain's ability to adapt and grow never truly diminishes. This concept is the cornerstone of lifelong learning. You have the power to continue growing, no matter your age. The benefits of lifelong learning extend beyond intellectual development. Studies have shown that learning new things enhances memory, strengthens problem-solving abilities, and reduces the risk of mental decline in older age. In essence, lifelong learning not only keeps you competitive in the workforce, but also ensures a higher quality of life as you age. Why lifelong learning is essential: adapting to change. In the fast-paced, ever-evolving landscape of the modern world, the ability to adapt is paramount. Technological advancements, shifting economic climates, and new societal norms demand that we continually update our knowledge and skills. Lifelong learning ensures you can remain relevant and agile, regardless of external changes. Personal growth. Learning fosters personal development by expanding your horizons and challenging your preconceived notions. It encourages a mindset of curiosity and open-mindedness, allowing you to explore new perspectives and deepen your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Career advancement. In a competitive job market, those who commit to learning new skills and improving existing ones are the most likely to succeed. Lifelong learning can make you more adaptable, increase your marketability, and open up new opportunities for growth in your career. It allows you to stay at the forefront of your field, equipped with the latest tools, techniques, and industry knowledge. Building resilience. Learning isn't just about gaining knowledge, it's also about developing resilience. The process of learning new things challenges you, teaches you how to overcome failure, and helps you become more adaptable in the face of setbacks. Lifelong learners embrace challenges as opportunities to grow, making them more resilient when faced with difficulties. How to make learning a lifelong habit. The key to lifelong learning is cultivating a habit, not a one-time event. Here are some strategies for making learning an integral part of your life. Set learning goals. Establish specific, measurable learning goals that align with your personal or professional aspirations. Whether it's learning a new language, mastering a technical skill, or simply reading one book a month, having clear goals helps you stay focused and motivated. Embrace curiosity. Approach life with a curious mindset. Ask questions, explore new topics, and seek out experiences that challenge your current knowledge. Curiosity is the fuel that drives continuous learning and keeps you engaged with the world around you. Create a learning routine. Make learning a daily or weekly routine. Dedicate a set amount of time each day to learning something new, whether that's through reading, online courses, podcasts, or hands-on practice. Consistency is key to ensuring that learning becomes an ongoing process, not just a sporadic event. Learn from others. Seek out mentors, peers, and communities that can help you learn and grow. Engaging in discussions, participating in group learning activities, and learning from those with different perspectives can deepen your understanding and introduce you to new ideas. Reflect on what you've learned. Take time to reflect on your learning journey. Journaling or discussing what you've learned helps solidify new concepts and encourages deeper understanding. Reflection also allows you to track progress and see how far you've come, which can provide motivation to continue. The role of technology in lifelong learning. Technology has revolutionized the way we access and engage with information. Online platforms, digital books, webinars, and e-learning courses have made learning more accessible than ever before. The ability to learn at your own pace and from anywhere in the world has opened doors for millions of people. Moreover, tools like AI-powered educational apps, learning communities, and virtual reality have made learning more interactive and personalized. As technology continues to evolve, it will offer even more opportunities for lifelong learners to expand their knowledge and skills in ways that were previously unimaginable. A sacred anecdote. The story of the bamboo tree. In a faraway land, a bamboo tree is planted in the soil. For the first few years, it shows no signs of growth. Farmers grow impatient, questioning whether the seed was even planted properly. But after 5 years, the bamboo begins to shoot up rapidly, growing to over 80 feet in a matter of weeks. The lesson of the bamboo tree is clear. Sometimes growth takes time, and the results are not always immediate. But with consistent nurturing and patience, the rewards are abundant. Just as the bamboo tree requires years of unseen growth beneath the surface, lifelong learning requires consistent effort over time. The results may not be immediately visible, but over time, the growth will be profound. Conclusion. Lifelong learning is a powerful tool for personal and professional growth. It allows you to adapt to change, deepen your understanding of the world, and develop resilience in the face of challenges. In a world that is constantly evolving, learning is the key to staying relevant, expanding your potential, and creating a fulfilling life. By making learning a habit, staying curious, and embracing the vast wealth of knowledge available, you unlock the superpower that can propel you toward your goals. The journey of lifelong learning is not about the destination, it's about the continuous growth, discovery, and transformation that happens along the way. Embrace the process and let it lead you to new heights. Chapter 13. Building lasting habits for success. Success is not built in a day. It is the culmination of consistent actions, repeated over time. But how do you ensure that the actions you take lead to real, lasting change? The key lies in the habits you form. Habits are the small decisions and actions you take every day that, over time, compound into significant results. Whether it's cultivating a healthier lifestyle, improving your productivity, or pursuing your long-term goals, your habits ultimately determine your success. In this chapter, we will explore how habits are formed, the psychology behind habit building, and actionable strategies for cultivating habits that align with your values and goals. The science of habit formation. Habits are formed through a neurological process that involves 3 key components: the cue, the routine, and the reward. This pattern is known as the habit loop. When you engage in a behavior regularly, your brain learns to associate it with a specific cue and a reward, reinforcing the behavior and making it automatic. For example, imagine that every morning you wake up, the cue, and drink a glass of water, the routine. Over time, your brain associates the act of waking up with the refreshing sensation of hydration, creating a positive feedback loop. Eventually, this routine becomes ingrained and automatic. In his book, The Power of Habit, Charles Duhigg explains that the key to habit formation is understanding this loop. Once you understand it, you can manipulate the cues, routines, and rewards to build new habits or break old ones. The importance of small habits. It's often the small, consistent actions that lead to the greatest transformations. The power of small habits is seen in the concept of the compound effect, where minor daily improvements, when practiced consistently, lead to remarkable results. For example, Reading just 10 pages of a book every day can lead to completing a book every few weeks, and over time, this small habit can significantly expand your knowledge. Similarly, committing to small actions in other areas of life, such as exercising for 20 minutes or saving a small portion of your income daily, can build momentum that propels you toward larger goals. These habits are foundational to long-term success because they require less mental energy and resistance to maintain than larger, more daunting goals. The power of consistency. Consistency is the true driver of change. Even if you don't see immediate results, it's the consistent repetition of small, positive actions that lead to significant outcomes over time. One of the most important principles to understand about success is that it's not about having the occasional burst of productivity or motivation. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, even when motivation wanes. This principle is beautifully captured by author James Clear, who writes in Atomic Habits, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." Clear's work emphasizes that successful individuals don't rely on bursts of motivation, but on the systems and habits they've put in place that make success inevitable. A sacred anecdote: the bamboo and the oak. There's an ancient story that contrasts the growth of two trees: the oak tree, which grows quickly and stands tall, and the bamboo, which grows slowly, barely showing any progress at first. The oak tree, strong and rigid, faces a fierce storm and eventually falls because its roots are shallow. The bamboo, on the other hand, grows deep roots and withstands the storm because it has been consistently nurturing itself underground. Over time, the bamboo grows taller and stronger, far outlasting the oak tree. This story is a powerful metaphor for habits. It teaches that slow, consistent growth is more sustainable than fast, superficial progress. Just like the bamboo, your habits may start small and seem insignificant, but with time, they will compound into something strong and resilient. Strategies for building lasting habits. Start small. The key to habit building is starting small and gradually increasing the intensity or complexity. If you want to get fit, don't start by committing to an hour-long workout every day. Start with 10 minutes of exercise and gradually build up. Make it easy. The easier a habit is to start, the more likely you are to stick with it. If you want to develop a reading habit, leave a book on your nightstand so that it's easy to read a few pages before bed. The key is to eliminate friction and make the habit as seamless as possible. Track your progress. Keeping track of your progress makes the habit more tangible and provides motivation to keep going. Whether it's marking off a calendar, using a habit tracker app, or journaling your efforts, tracking helps you maintain consistency. Use the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule, as explained by James Clear, suggests that you should make your habits so easy that they take only 2 minutes to complete. If your goal is to write every day, start by writing just one sentence. This lowers the barrier to entry and makes it easier to get started. Create accountability. Tell someone about your habit or find an accountability partner who will help you stay on track. This can be a friend, mentor, or even a support group. Accountability increases your commitment and helps you stay focused on your goals. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate the small victories along the way. Every time you complete a habit, whether it's exercising, meditating, or reading, take a moment to appreciate your consistency. Celebrating these small wins reinforces the habit and keeps you motivated. Overcoming habit-breaking pitfalls. Even with the best intentions, setbacks can occur. It's important to recognize that building lasting habits is not about perfection, it's about progress. Here are some common pitfalls and how to overcome them. Perfectionism, waiting for the perfect moment to start, or trying to execute your habits flawlessly can delay progress. Instead, focus on doing your best and improving over time. Lack of patience. Habits take time to form. Don't expect immediate results. Trust the process and remember that consistency compounds over time. Burnout. Overloading yourself with too many new habits can lead to burnout. Start with one habit, and once it becomes ingrained, add another. Focus on sustainable growth rather than overwhelming yourself with unrealistic expectations. Conclusion. Building lasting habits is the key to achieving any long-term goal. It's not the one-time effort or bursts of motivation that lead to success, but the consistent actions you take every day. By starting small, making your habits easy, tracking your progress, and celebrating your wins, you create a foundation for sustainable growth. Success is not an event, it's a process, a series of small actions that, when compounded over time, create extraordinary results. Embrace the power of habits and trust that your consistency will carry you to places you never imagined. Conclusion. Embracing your unstoppable transformation. The journey to personal transformation is one of both challenge and profound reward. Throughout this book, we've explored the tools, strategies, and philosophies that allow you to unlock your fullest potential: mental strength, emotional mastery, resilience, purpose, and the courage to let go. Each of these pillars plays a crucial role in building a life that is not only successful, but meaningful and aligned with your true values. What has become clear is that transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, a series of steps that compound over time. It requires commitment, consistency, and the willingness to embrace discomfort. You must have the courage to face your fears, the discipline to take daily actions, and the clarity to let go of what no longer serves you. The process of personal growth is not linear. There will be moments of doubt, times when you question your path, and times when failure seems inevitable. But it is precisely in these moments that your transformation begins. With every setback, there is an opportunity to learn and evolve. Each failure is merely feedback, a necessary part of the journey toward mastery. As you move forward, remember that the tools and practices you've learned here are not just concepts, they are ways of being. The mindset, habits, and perspectives that you cultivate today will shape your future. The power to create the life you desire is already within you. By embracing continuous learning, taking disciplined action, and aligning with your purpose, you will continue to grow and transform in ways that are not only extraordinary, but unstoppable. The path to transformation is lifelong, but with each step, you'll discover just how resilient, powerful, and capable you truly are. You are the architect of your own success, and now, with a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you, you are ready to create a future that is beyond your wildest dreams. Embrace the process, trust in your journey, and remember, you are unstoppable.